All right. So, those of you who have been around my channel long enough, uh, you pretty much know my history, but I will get into a brief recap of what is going on. So, I've had numerous channels before, and YouTube terminates channels and whatnot, because they don't like what you're saying, and then you got to start this channel, then they terminate this channel for whatever. It happens to just about everybody. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. They've terminated tech channels, for whatever reason. So, um, along the way, I met. I was heavily into MGTOW back in the day. So along the way, I met this gentleman named Vention One MGTOW. Peace be upon him. Rest in peace. He passed away a couple of years ago, and he was frantically trying to get me into this thing called Bitcoin. And he just kept coming at me, coming at me. Not only that, I was watching, I don't know if that was around the same time, I was watching Da Vinci J15. He's a black man from Canada. And he bought in at at pennies. He got a lot. He's a billionaire right now. And he was trying to tell people how to get in, and I was the kind of interested, but I just wasn't there. But Vention finally was coming at me, come on, come on, come on, and I didn't know anything about it really, and he kept sending me videos, and I finally started learning, and he sent me like $5 worth of Bitcoin, and I still have it in my wallet, um, and whatnot. And I wrote the memo down. I believe this came from Vention. This is the amazing thing about the blockchain, right? So here we are, and around that time, if I remember quickly, the only place I can get Bitcoin was this. I can't remember the name, but it was an exchange. It was an app. I can't remember the name. It is in my mind. And back in those days, there was no legislation. So what you did is you joined the exchange, you provided your information, and then I believe you would tie your debit card just like any other exchange, and you would buy X amount. And I was only buying like $50 a week, pretty much. That's when it was $400 each, right? And I was sitting here and buying, and I got a little over three. And what happened is New York State had the legislation like you needed a bit license. And that particular company said, nope, I'm not, they were not going to apply for the bit license. And that was it. And if I remember correctly, Coinbase applied for the bit license. And then I was able to buy Bitcoin and whatnot. And like I said, I had a little over three, and then I dabbled into Ethereum and other projects, but I can't say that I fully understood it, you know. And so a little over three, and I sold it for 20,000. I sold them all for 20,000 each. I should have held on to two of them, right? So here we are, 98,000, right? So now, you know, the circulating supply is 19.8 million. The total supply is 21 million, right? That's just the way it's going to be. So it has to go up. It doesn't matter, right? So now when you go to BCH, right? It's the same thing. It is the same thing, right? It is 19.8 million, 21 million total supply. And what is the all time high? The all time high is $3,785. That was 2017. It literally, it's the same tokenomics. And right now it is It's $471. Think about it. These assets, I'm not talking about all the Bitcoins, by the way, because you got Bitcoin gold and nobody's really rocking with that. To be honest with you, you don't really even see Bitcoin gold listed on all these exchanges, right? So now you got Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, right? I keep trying to tell these people it is not a fork. It was the first protocol. BTC is actually a fork of BSV. 19.8 million, 21 million is the total supply. What was the all-time high? Let me see. What did I do wrong here? I did it in Satoshi value. Let me see. Oh yeah. That's what I messed up. So it's $57.46 per one BSV, right? What was the all-time high? The all-time high was $489.75. That was August of 2021. $489 was the all-time high. It has the same. Listen, I'm not selling this to you. I'm not selling this to you. But something just came to me just now. Something just came to me today. Just like back in the day, I was using that exchange that there was no regulation and whatever, and New York State eventually shut it down. Well, it's the same thing. I'm using a decentralized exchange. You can get it on these exchanges: KuCoin, CoinEx, whatever. Hitbit, OKX, CoinEx, Gate.io. I have a Gate.io account. Uh, HitBTC. I think I have a HitBTC account. KuCoin. I know I have a KuCoin account. But Changely is a decentralized exchange. You can get it from there. Right now, BitTrue. Right now, I'm literally doing a similar thing. How I get BTC in the first place. I'm literally buying, like, I would say $50 a week. I'm doing the same thing that I was doing with BTC. And so the point that I'm making is $489 was the all-time high. Let me see. $489 was the all-time high. There are people that are sitting in a room. They have way more money than you and me. And not only that, they are in finance and they get it. They have analysts that produce papers for them that talk about stuff like this. It already hit 489. What are the odds of this hitting 489 again? It's very, very high. It's very, very high. And what are the odds that these bankers and these big institutions that are running exchange trading funds, exchange trading products, what are the odds that they're secretly accumulating, because we have heard some of them are, that they are secretly accumulating this stuff because at some point they're going to tell their clients, we are offering this and this has the capacity to do the same thing as this. It has the capacity to do the very same thing as this. The very same thing. It has the very same capacity to do. It is a no-brainer. If this can go to 100 and what is it? The all-time high was $108,135. This is 7 days ago. It has the if this did that, then BSV has the capacity to do that. Not only that, Bitcoin Cash has the capacity to do that. All of these Bitcoins that I just showed you, to me it is literally a no-brainer. It is literally a no-brainer but BSV is my coin. BSV is my coin. This is the one that I choose. This is the one that I choose because, like I said before, it is Bitcoin. It is the Bitcoin according to the white paper. You can send any amount of BSV and it will send, receive, and confirm within literally seconds. I've done this so many times before. And this video is not financial advice. This is what I believe, and this is what I believe only. Um, and you can send any amount for pennies, for literal pennies. You can't do that with BTC. You cannot do that with BTC. So all I'm basically trying to say, from what I just said, based upon the tokenomics, it has the power to get up to $108,000. It has it. It absolutely has it. They have some amazing partnerships. I think IBM is one of them that uses the BSV blockchain to conduct their business. You're going to hear more and more partnerships because not only is it a coin, but it is a whole blockchain system that you can put applications in there. You can't run a streaming service inside of BTC. You can't. Why? Because they want it, whoever they are, they want it to remain the store of value system. That's what they want it for. BSV is aiming to be like a supercomputer that pretty much does everything. This is what BSV is aiming for. Whereby it is, you take away all the limitations. And now you're building anything in there. You're building stores on there. You're building streaming sites on there. Anything on there. Businesses on there. Tokenizing on there. This is what the BSV blockchain is for. So, this is the reason why I believe that the smart people in the room are literally saying, the smart people in the room and the people that got hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars, I wouldn't be surprised if these people are secretly buying up BSV because they know it has the same potential to get the same numbers as BTC. I'm literally going all in. I'm going all in. I'm literally buying like $50 a week, every week, no matter what. As long as these numbers stay low where they are, I'm doing pretty good. Stacking whole BSVs because I know at some point this is going to explode again. And it's going to be real exciting when this thing hits 100,000. It's going to get there at some point. I do not have a crystal ball, so don't ask me. But I learned from my mistakes of the past, and I would never let go at such low numbers, 20,000 each. I wouldn't even let go a whole one at 100,000. No. I would always keep a certain amount because don't be surprised. Don't be surprised in 2025 closing it out because of the tokenomics and the number of people that keep buying. Don't be surprised if BTC goes up to 150,000 in the coming up year, right? So, and bear in mind, with the same tokenomics, BSV could get back to $489 because if you think that it's going to stay at these numbers, and if you think that it won't get to some of these top exchanges and some point, it will because people want to make money and people understand that the technology behind BSV is literally quite sound. So that's all I got.